Hello, good evening to all of you. I'm Professor and Dr. P. Surendra Padya speaking. Now, I would like to take the video of Capricorn Ascendant Makara Lagna in English. Okay, already uploaded Kannada version. Let me try how many views are coming for this English version also. Makara Lagna symbol is goat. You have already seen, I have shown here. Okay, goat goes up to the hill for the sake of one fist of grass. In the same way, Capricorn people work hard and then only they get their food. The lord of this Rashi is Saturn. Saturn is also the lord of Aquarius, which is Mula Trikona for Saturn as well as Rahu, Chaya planet. Saturn is called Karma Karaka, that is 10th house, and also Karaka for 6th house, Runa Roga Ripu. Saturn's characteristics are slow and steady and wins the race is the principle. Saturn delays but do not deny. If Saturn is the lord of the Lagna or aspecting directly from 7th house, normally that particular native will be settled in his life only after 36 years. In fact, even the marriage will be taking place for them around 32, 33, and for ladies it will be around 28 years and above. Capricorn born people are having lean body, curly hair, and black in color. Saturn is also exalted in Libra and debilitated in Aries. Libra is professional house for Capricorn ascendant, which is a house of profession. Saturn is debilitated in Aries, which is Tanubhava of Kala Purusha, and fourth house from Capricorn ascendant. As you are all knew that fourth house is for mother, happiness, vehicles, properties, high school education, etc. Saturn is Karaka for servants, aged people, iron and steel, coal, agriculture, discipline, law, legal affairs, judges, lawyers, all these things. For example, here in Capricorn ascendant, the Lord is Saturn, which is exalted in 10th house in Libra, whose Lord is Venus, which is again exalted in Meena Rashi, which is third house to Capricorn. Saturn is debilitated in Aries, which is fourth house from Capricorn. Fourth house is for mother, happiness, vehicles, properties, high school education, even for public, etc. The Lord of Aries is Mars, which is exalted in Capricorn, Rashi itself, and is debilitated just opposite to Capricorn, Cancer, which is watery sign. Venus is debilitated in Virgo, 9th house from Capricorn, and its lord is Mercury, who is exalted in itself and debilitated in Meena Rashi or Pisces, which is third house from Capricorn. Venus is the lord of 5th house, Taurus, and also 10th house Libra. Taurus is exalted house for Moon, Libra is debilitated for Sun. Take the second house, which is Aquarius, which is Mula Trikona of Saturn. Second house is for finance, family, and also for banking debts. Sun is debilitated in Libra, which is ruled by Venus and is exalted at Aries, which is fourth house from Capricorn. Then comes planets occupied in all this Rashi, their aspects, etc. See, all the above you should remember. Then you have to remember planets also. Please also do not forget the Karakatwas of Rashis and planets, which are so important here in analysis of anybody. See, I have already talked about elaborately Karakatwas Normally, it is given in Kalamrita also, or any book you can refer. Okay. Since I have done PhD and I studied diploma in astrology, I have referred so many books. If you know all this, you have already become an astrologer. To become great astrologer, you have to read many books of great authors and has to practice a lot. First of all, Brihad Jatka, then Paladipika, then Parashara, Hora Shastra, volume 1, volume 2. So you have to read, okay? More you practice, more you are refined, and then only you can call you as a great astrologer. For your information, I think I might have analyzed more than 20,000 horoscopes so far. More than 20,000. Okay? Now, key characteristics of the Capricorn ascendant are they always work hard. Even if it is very hard, they use their entire body and the work they have taken is completed at any cost. At this juncture, I remembered goat which goes to the Himalayan top for the just one fist of grass. So Capricorn ascendant people are also like that. They are very disciplined. They are good at legal issues. They achieve their goal only after 36 years. Normally, they are slow speakers, and for this, Saturn is the cause. For your information, if Saturn is in the second house, sometimes even stammering, or if there is no stammering, people are hesitant to speak in public. They do appear to be smart or beautiful by external things like scent, powder, as well as cosmetics. The simple reason being they feel always guilty as they are black in color. They may not be appreciated by public. That is why they used to do. I have seen one person even who keeps 3 to 4 pairs of clothes in his car also. While going to the office, he may be changing in the car also. He used to see whether I am perfect in this or not. That is the Makara, the Lagna or Capricorn ascendant people normally does. If Uttarashada nakshatra, there are 3 nakshatras are there. Uttarashada, 2, 3, 4 padas, they are having somewhat egoism because it is the nakshatra of sun. Sun is, you know, that egoistic planet, fiery planet, authority, ruling oriented planet. Shravana is the moon planet. Moon is cool planet, beautiful planet. So redirected towards their parents, dedicated towards their parents, like Shravan Kumar. If Dhanishta, that is Dhanishta Nakshatra, Padas are also there. They are angry people and logically sound people also. Example I have given here, one is 6th August 2008 born, Mr. Siddhant Rao, junior astrologer, who has already uploaded nearly 80 to 80 plus videos. Even Krishnamurti Paddhati also, within no time, he learnt and uploaded the video. I was shocked because I spent 5,000 rupees for 15 days KP system to learn entire thing. But I could not able to understand till I work out all the example given by our uh, teacher. Okay. Next, his father 7th February 1973. But I have explained, I'm going to explain the 6th August 2008 because he is the prosperous astrologer. That is why I'm keen interested in this. You can see Makara Lagna Lagnat Rahu is there, Saptama Sthana Buddha Ravi Ketu, Ashtama Sthana Shukra Shani Kuja, and Chandra is in Navama Bhagyastan and Vakri Jupiter. Overall, you can see Rahu in Lagna, I never used to believe them first. Jupiter, Vakri is having egoistic attitude in the matter of knowledge, and Ravi is a fiery planet, so he is sitting in the Venus, Moon's house, Cancer sign. Whenever Sun sits naturally future marriage will be a problem. So Kadali Vivaha we have to perform. Over. See, by looking at the horoscope, I am talking. Okay. Saturn in eighth house, long live, long life. So not of course his father, grandfather, and great grandfather, and all lived up to 88, 90 years. So he may be also living up to that period. And Shukra Kuja, that is double bull cement like attraction. Okay, Shukra, Venus is actually spouse Karaka, so and Karaka for spouse, and Mangal, you know. So for ladies, it is husband. For gents, Venus is the spouse Karaka. So both are there means there will be acute attraction towards wife, we can say. But they are sitting in the eighth house. Venus in the enemy's house because Venus and Sun are enemies. Okay. Saturn in his father's house. Father's house, you know, uh, Sun will be free hand. The same Sun, if it is in Saturn's house, he will not be free because father cannot be enjoy the freedom in his son's house. Okay, like that Mars, you can see Mars in brothers, big brothers' house is exalted in Capricorn. Saturn is his big brother. Same thing, Saturn as a big brother in Mars' house, he is debilitated. He is not. He has lost all his power. Okay. Now let us see. Just to take the first horoscope of 6th August 2008 for our analysis purpose, Lagna is occupied by very dynamic Chaya Graha, Rahu. Hence, he is brilliant, more talkative, brainy, interested in electronics and astrology, never take rest, always thinking of one or the other new things, etc. Lagna Lord Saturn is in 8th house, in his father's house, along with friend Venus and also with bitter enemy Mars. Saturn is exalted in his 5th house, which is the house of Venus, who in turn is exalted in Jupiter's house, Pisces, which is third house for communications, competitions, neighbors, courage, siblings, etc. So the native will get the advantage of Karma Karaka in fifth house, making his children very workaholic. Saturn also manifests his strength in Libra, means he gives good name from his true hard work in his house of profession, which is Libra once again. Even because of Venus is exalted in Meena Rashi, his communication will be full of artistic, and thereby, if he speaks, everyone appreciate him. Saturn is also debilitated in house of Mars in Aries. In turn, Mars is exalted in Capricorn, ascendant itself. Since Saturn is debilitated in his house of fourth house, there may be little upset because of his depriving happiness and what are all the karakatas of fourth house. Since Venus is debilitated in his house of Bhagya, he may be deprived of his father's help also. His spouse may deceive him also. Mars is debilitated in the house of Cancer, whose lord is Moon, which in turn exalted in Taurus, house of Venus. Mars debilitation in house of Cancer, which is house of spouse, will make the wife little problematic type and might be irritating also. However, Moon exaltation in house of fifth will fulfill the gap he found in the house of spouse. Venus, Moon, and Mars may also give him instrumental music to fill the gap when he is frustrated mentally. His sun is in seventh house, which is the lord of eighth house, making fire in seventh house. Hence, he has to be wedded with banana plant before he is getting married. This particular thing you remember. Later onwards, I am going to change this particular thing. Why he need not have to wed with banana plant. Only precautionary measure. If he does also, there will be no harm. But I am telling even other reason also. When Mercury is in seventh house, which is the lord of sixth house and ninth house, and also Bhagya Karaka, it gives his uh, incoming wife a brainy lady and also very witty as well as Ubhaya Rashi, Tatvik lady. Okay, so here Mercury is also actually, for your information, is a yoga karaka for Capricorn ascendant. She may be dual in talk also. I mean, Mercury, wherever Mercury is there, even including me, there is always in our talk, there will be dual meaning. Okay, it is not talk, dual meaning. She may be having that dual meaning, not is the talk. Okay, you just change it meaning, maybe some grammatical error is there, that I don't touch now. She may be proficient in software trading and also in communication. She may be having skin allergy, nervous disorders also. However, Mercury is exalted in house of Bhagya and debilitated in house of siblings and courage. This gives him somewhat peace. Mars is the lord of 4th house and also lord of 11th house, is exalted in Capricorn ascendant as well as debilitated in house of spouse 7th house. This gives him plenty of land and house properties also. Even he may earn through instrumental music, as Saturn, the lord of finance, is exalted in house of karma, 10th house, Libra. Okay. That is actually, it is not Saturn exalted. So I think it should be changed. Venus gives that instrumental music. Okay. Venus gives that instrumental music. This I will go into, I will change uh, finance exalted. This later onwards I will change it. Okay. Now Jupiter being the lord of 3rd house, this I will mark red and this danger. Okay. That I will change it afterwards. Or even he may be may earn through instrumental music. Oh, correct. He may earn through instrumental music, as Saturn, the lord of finance, is exalted. Okay. That is okay. Because I agree with that. Jupiter being the lord of 3rd house and 12th house is exalted in house of spouse, 7th house, and debilitated in Capricorn ascendant. This gives him little allergy towards religious activities, and also spouse may be the follower of what all he left in religious activities, may be fulfilling the gap, filling the gap. Okay, because if husband is not following, wife may be following. But in his horoscope, Jupiter is not only in retro form, but also he is in his own house of forest, Sagittarius, by making Hansa Yoga. So, as far as his expenditure is concerned, he is a very stingy person. However, he is spending money for the righteous deeds or religious activities. Because Jupiter is retro, he is treated as good as his ascendant. Okay, that means Jupiter is as good as he is in ascendant only. Now, this is what I want to tell you. See, Sun is in Ashlesha Nakshatra. I have already told you Sun is in 7th house. It is in Mercury's Nakshatra. Again, Mercury is Ashlesha Nakshatra. See? Okay. And there is one more, Ketu is Ashlesha Nakshatra. So, all the three are in Ashlesha Nakshatra, means all the three are acting as Mercury. When Mercury is in 7th house, they need not have to do banana wedding with banana tree. Okay, this is what I want to tell you, because I want to give you one more example here. I have seen one lady's horoscope. She is a Leo ascendant lady. As in the Aquarius, there is Saturn, Mars, and Mercury are there. So normally people, astrologer will say that she is having acute Mangal dosh. According to me, there is no Mangal dosh. For your information, Jupiter and Moon in Libra. Okay, so Jupiter's 5th aspect will be on that particular combination, Saturn, Mars, and Mercury. For your information, Mercury and Saturn are in Shatabisha Nakshatra. Only Mars in Purabhadra Nakshatra, Charan 1. It means Mars in Jupiter's Nakshatra, and the rest two are in Rahu's Nakshatra. Okay, so when Jupiter is also aspecting, so naturally when Jupiter's aspect or yuti will kill 1,000 doshas. So even Mars is with Jupiter or aspected by Jupiter, there will be no dosha. So here there will be no dosha. Like that, here also there will be no dosha of Sun. So what I want to tell you is there will be no break in the marriage. There will be no divorce in the marriage because all the three are in Ashlesha Nakshatra, that is in Mercury's nakshatra. Okay. Now coming back to here, being Vakri, Jupiter aspects Ketu, and hence he is also very good astrologer. See, remember, being Vakri, because Jupiter goes back to the ascendant and aspecting seventh house where Sun, Ketu, and Mercury are sitting. So Jupiter Ketu combination, Jupiter aspect Ketu, he will become a great astrologer, for your information. Why? Because Jupiter being debilitated, he is aspecting his exalted sign. Okay? So that is the one thing. Another is Jupiter is in Purashada Nakshatra. It is in the nakshatra of Danava Guru, Shukracharya, and hence it is another Viparita Raja Yoga. So Jupiter also aspects Venus, Saturn, and Mars. You see? So that is a beautiful yoga. So he will become a Balvan, Shaktivan, and what not. He will become a greatest guru for the entire world, like me. Venus is in ninth house from Jupiter and is with his friend Saturn and Mars. As we all knew, Mars is exalted in Capricorn and debilitated in Cancer. Saturn is exalted in Libra and debilitated in Aries. Venus is exalted in Pisces and debilitated in Capricorn. Mars is exalted means incoming land and properties. Okay, incoming land and properties are on very positive note. Uh, Venus, Pisces is good means. Okay, Venus exalted. Okay, Venus is in. Okay, is in Pisces. Okay, good means either the native is instrumental music oriented or in communications or arts oriented, or both the qualities are there in this native. Mars and Venus are debilitated in the place of spouse as well as in Bhagya Stan means his spouse may be ditching the native much. Moon is in Bhagya Stan, however, the same moon is exalted in 5th house of Taurus and debilitated in 11th house of Scorpio. It shows his children are very beautiful and very talkative, and his first child may be like his mother, a chatterbox, and moon is debilitated means his mother might be having some health issues to be cope up with. Why means 11th house is 6th to 6th house. Wife of Makara Lagna people are looking too good. She is also worshipping female deities. She may be suffering from PCOD problem. Okay, so she may be suffering from PCOD problem as well as cough and cold. She may be good cook also. She is like mother in taking care of the family members. She is having one nostalgia that only myself and my family members. She will be rounding and rounding amongst only their family people. Circling or rounding means she is circling around family members only. Okay. So she will be having an n number of friends as moon has no enemies. All are friends only. She is actually, for your information, for Cancer Rashi, Virgo is the third house. Virgo, the lord of Virgo is Mercury. Mercury has got tendency to build up more number of friends. So third house is for neighbors. Okay. So short travels and neighbors. She is having good talking neighbors also. She loves gold and gold ornaments also. She may be loving silver and silver ornaments because Venus is also very prominent in his horoscope. She is so beautiful. She may not use all these beauty products because natural beauty queens do not require any of these extra makeup kit at all. Capricorn ascendant spouse is very beautiful as the Lord is Moon. Moon is exalted in Taurus. the house of intelligence, children, Pura Punya, and also higher education. In fact, children of Capricorn ascendant are very active, talkative, and also very intelligent. Even they are good in arts also, as the Lord is Venus, which is exalted in house of communication to Capricorn ascendant. Some of the children might be good in instrumental music like piano, drums, tabla, sitar, violin, etc. Moon is debilitated in Scorpio, and hence the wife of Capricorn native mind may not be working sometimes. Even mother of the spouse may be sick also. Sixth house of Capricorn ascendant people are ruled by Mercury. It means they do have enemies, but they are very brainy people. Sixth house Lord is exalted in ninth house and weak in Pisces, which is third house from Capricorn. It means even his enemies are becoming house of Bhagya to this native. They in turn help him. Even Capricorn ascendant people are loving beautification also. Venus, in fact, running in their blood. They are presenting themselves good. They decorate well to show to the public. They also dress well. They believe in the principles of Khadak history, makes a man be presentable well. So that's all. In toto, Makara Capricorn ascendant people are actually uh, enjoying the life very well, though it is slow, but better late than never. Okay, thank you very much. 948-1156-540 is my mobile number. God bless you. Wish you a happy new year.